Okay, welcome to my tutorial. What I'm going to teach you is how to use the slice tool in Photoshop to slice up an image that you've created in for use for the web. This will import into DreamWeaver and then you can make a web page out of it. All this navigational bar here, there'll be separate slices with hot links and eventually rollovers, as I'll show you in the next video. I have the image up that I've already created. It's got the layers here. The layers are important if you're going to create rollovers because we're going to create a different look on this nav bar here for the rollovers. But for right now, I'm just going to teach you how to do the slicing and put it into Dreamweaver and make basically a web page out of it. So you select the slice tool. When you select the slice tool, you'll see on number 1 here. The 1 means that that's the first slice. It's the entire image. If this was to be imported right now into a web page, it would be one table with one cell, and this image would be in it. So we want to make that. We want to cut this up to what we want to use for our web page. So you double click, and you go down here in slice background, and I always make them black. That way, when they're loading in the website for slower machines, they will be just a black image and then the picture will pop in. So you move that into the sizes you want. Automatically it created a second cell. Double click the second cell and we're just going to continue until we get this cut up the way we want it for the web page itself. You just keep following each step till you get the right slices, and you just move everything in place to where you want it to be sliced up. This 4 cell, we're going to leave that alone. That's going to be just for later use if we wanted to put anything in there for links. So we'll go back to the third cell, and we'll start cutting it up for the different hot links that we want to put in our web page. Now you'll see we have it all sliced up. We got the side as 1, cell 2 for the title, 3, 4, 5, 6 through 7 is going to be for our navigational bar, and 8 if you wanted other things down here to be hot links, you would already have it designed and then you slice it up basically the same way. So now we want to save this. Well, first off, I always like naming each cell. That way if I want to do anything with them later on, I'll know which cell I'm working with. So we'll just name this like sidebar, title bar, Okay, now we have it all saved, and now we're going to save it for web and devices. So once this comes up, you'll see that it's all set up there. Like I like saving it as a JPEG maximum and 100% quality. That way the quality is exactly as you see on the design that you created. Down here you'll see it takes like 3 seconds at 56.6 to load, so most people are off dial-up, but there are still a few, but they're all pretty close at 56, so it's not going to load too slowly. So you hit the save button. Now you want to save this as HTML and images, and you want to save all the slices. That way all the slices are saved into the web page or into the folder you want. So you want to select the folder you want it to save in, which I created this. Say this is going to be your index page or your main home page. You like to name this index, so when somebody types in your website, it'll go straight to this page. As you create other pages to link to, like this would have been the contact page, I would have named this contact HTML. For our purposes, we're going to name it an index HTML. After you make sure you have HTML and images selected and all slices selected, click Save. So now it's saved it into that folder. Let's look at that folder and see what's in there. In the tutorial folder, here's your index HTML, the page itself that's created. If you double click that, it'll open up your browser and show you what it's going to look like right now. Not too exciting, but we're going to fix that. In the images folder, it put all the images into the image folder. This will be what goes into each cell that you've created. Okay, now that you got it created and everything's sliced up, open up DreamWeaver. With DreamWeaver open, you want to open up that index file that you just created, or that index HTML that you just created. So by doing it this way, your code is already automatically put in. Your HTML is put in table, and each cell is filled with a image that you've already sliced up. Right now it doesn't look so good, so we want to get this centered. So you just click on the dotted line here on the right and go down here to Align, Center. Now it's in the center. It doesn't look so good. I created a background. You can do whatever you want. Leave it white, or in the page properties you can change the background color to black, orange, purple, whatever you like. I created a background image so it matches with the web page itself. So I'm going to select that background image, import it. Okay. Now if you want to look at it, see what it looks like now, just hit this globe up here and select your browser. It'll tell you you need to save it, so save it. And it'll bring it up what it's going to look like on the World Wide Web for everybody. And that's basically how you slice it up and put it into a web page. If you want to make these links, you got each slice now, so these could be separate links. If you click one of them, you can go down here and either hit the folder and pick the link you want it to be and click choose. Now it saved it. You don't want a border on it because it's going to screw up your image itself. So you go down here to border and select 0. By doing that, you take away the border around the link that you had, and it's not going to mess up your image to where it's not going to display properly. And you can do that with all your links. In a later video, I'm going to show you how to make these rollovers. And then, like I said, if you want to view it, just go in and click the globe, pick your browser. It's going to tell you to save. It's going to bring it up in the browser, and you'll see the hand shows that that is now a link. You click it, and it brings you right back to the page you're at. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching my video.